Hello, my Frisky friends. This is Lucas KO here with several league shorts. I know I've been gone a while, so hopefully this will sort of make up for it. Anyway, let's get into it. I want to talk to you about something known as Lee syndrome. It's very dangerous, but first off, if the enemy team is ever talking to you a lot, especially about like fucking binge watching Naruto or some shit, you know they're invading, so get to the brush and like scope out for them. And sure enough, look at that shit. Invading, of course. Now, Lee syndrome, it's a very interesting thing. It's this tendency for all Lee Sins to go really, really freaking ham. Like, just really way deep. Here I'm just baiting the Lee Sin by just kind of cutting him out, getting some summoner spells, and saving my heal spell to the very last possible moment, and then popping the heal spell. And this encourages him to dive under tower, and it gives me first blood. Like a boss, taking advantage of that Lee syndrome. Now, the funny thing about this disease, this rampant disease, is that it can pass along to other people as well. So once again, we're back in lane. Lee's the support, and he's gonna land a Q on me, and I'm just gonna bait him into going in. Like, look at this shit. I'm just gonna walk forward. I take a little step forward a couple times, and he falls for it finally, and he just gets baited in. And all we have to do is just attack him, and then once I get too low, I just can back out for free, and then let my support just continue to be a boss and continue to clean up, and just be a legit person. Watch this flash, boom, got him, and then I just walk right forward, heal him, and because Tom Tench is fucking insane as shit, and Tank is fucking a free double kill. But the jungler does show up here, so we have to like piece on the fuck out because we are way too low to deal with them. But once again, the Lee syndrome, and it's spreading. Shit, look at this. He goes way too deep, and I'm freaking 3 kills and an assist in, and it's a few minutes into the game. Jesus. Now, when you have global ultimates, what you want to do is, toss them on out to help your teammates and shit. Here, I toss on my ultimate, so when it hits them, it'll stun them. But see, the thing is, you don't always want to land those ultimates. Sometimes you want to miss, because it's not about hitting them. It's about sending a message. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm really not the best ADC. This was a weird outlier game. I didn't get mid this game. You can't always get the role you want. You can't always get the role. Eventually, they're coming out with this dual row queue, like, hopefully on live soon. But, for now, you gotta just, the role you get is just up to pick order. So, now what I've noticed is, if you're on the complete opposite side of the map and your teammate's fighting without you, and they're gonna survive or they'll stall long enough, just push this side. Maybe because of that, we're actually able to win the game just because I'm like, oh shit, I can't actually help my team right now. I'm just gonna keep pushing, and got one tower, and then got another, and then got the inhibitor, and then just able to finish the game. I mean, granted, we were really far ahead, but this game could have been stalled out probably much longer if I didn't just go for this, and it worked out really well. There's no point running across the map trying to always help your team. Sometimes it's better to just split. Now Nasus. Ooh, Nasus top lane. How do I describe Nasus? Imagine just you wanted to go into a game and just farm minions all game. That's what you wanted to do. Just farm minions all game. That's what Nasus does. Actually, the footage is really fucking boring most of the time. Nasus play is really passive. You basically just stick around and passively kill something with your Q, and that increases the damage that it does permanently. So early on it's kind of weak, but then by the end of the game you are just a monstrosity. You do so much damage eventually, especially when you're farmed up. And so he's actually, the win condition is really fulfilling to play, because all you got to do is farm up champions, and eventually you're this god if they let you live long enough. If they don't end the game fast, you can turn around a lot of really bad matchups, and it's kind of fun to play. And if you play really passively, like most Nasuses should, the lane opponent will just stick in lane. I've just slowly whittled him down by just only focusing on last hits. And when you only 10 minutes of just last hitting, and if you just only focus on last hitting this whole time, it screws with your opponent's head. They just think, oh, you're gonna always be passive, and just by whittling them down with an occasional E like that, just slowly whittles him down, and he sticks around because he's trying to keep up with me, and I'm just able to walk right forward and just kill him instantly. By playing so passive and then switching to aggressive on a drop of a hat, it can be really effective for your gameplay, and it's kind of it's interesting how often this works for you. Now, this strategy is made even more effective by a jungler, because this extends the amount, the the ease of how, yeah, I think you get what I'm trying to say. Talking is hard. It was New Year's Eve. I was out partying. I feel really terrible this morning, so bear with me. But yeah, jungler makes it even easier to do this, like, from the switch from passive play to aggressive. Now this clip, I love this clip because it shows off exactly what Nasus is amazing at and what he's terrible at. It shows off his strengths and weaknesses. Here he split pushes all game, right? That's what Nasus does. And so once again, split pushing, slowly, you know, farming each minion up with my Q, pushing the lane. He's really good at taking towers. Watch this. So I get on the tower and I just ignore the enemy when it comes and just focus on attacking the tower. That's what Nasus does. Once the tower is down, boom, I can switch right back to the enemy. Now he's got a friend that shows up, an ADC with red buff. So I like walk towards Caitlyn to make the top laner thing I'm sticking around. Then I switch to him and just kill him with Q. Now I want to go back on Caitlyn, but here's the thing: she's got red buff. Nasus gets kited really well. I get so low, I Q that minion specifically because she had ultimate, and that Q keeps me alive. I was so happy about that prediction. But like, Nasus can get kited really freaking easily. So like, while he's got a really like very deep strengths, if someone sticks on him and sticks close to him, if they just kite you like that, it can be really bad for you. Eventually though, once you've got like about 500 stacks in Trinity Force, like, you are just this god. Like, the damage you have is insane. It's actually really hilarious the things you'll do with it. Here I'm like I head to mid lane and the whole team's gonna be there, but my jungler's waiting in the back, so it's fine. And hell, I could have just 1v3'd him. That's how powerful Nasus gets. Now look at this damage. Boom! Just like a third of his health gone. But it gets even better. Watch this. Watch this amazing Bard ult. So I'm just gonna able to walk up and then just go right on him and boom, dead, like in a heartbeat. It's insane the type of damage farm Nasus can output. Like, it's just crazy. And like, it's so much fun. Like, the amount of damage you do late game, and oh, and look at this damage on the tower too. Watch this. Boom, like, it's crazy. It can be so much fun. Oh, so all right, back to my love, back to my passion, mid lane. One good thing you got to do is watch for all the information you get from the game. So here, Annie has Ghost and Flash. It's rather strange because Annie's a burst champion. She needs Ignite. So now that she's got Ghost instead of Ignite, I know, like, the lane's suddenly much easier. I don't have to be worried near as much about her killing me. In fact, she also started Flask, and she, like, went not just upgraded to mobility boots, but got distortion to, like, increase those summoner cooldowns. This kind of gives away her strategy. Like, so, and you can see it here. She walks from the mid lane and just roams. She basically is employing like a perma-roam strategy to, like, she wants to just abuse like the ghost cooldown. She wants to abuse like lowered summoner costs like Flash and stuff like that. Now, this is actually really good for me. While it's like terrible when your opponent roams, when they're doing this like perma-roam strategy thing, here's how you abuse, like, here's how you counter that. So they go and roam to help out a lane or something, you just shove yours. Just shove it like crazy, especially like I'm playing Ziggs, I can't really do much damage, so I ping for my jungler to come, like I specifically ping for the jungler to come, and we just take the tower for free. So basically, this just allows me to roam just as much as she does, except now she's pigeonholed herself into doing less damage because she has like all these weird roaming items and like boots of mobility and just things that let her get around the map, but she won't be doing enough burst damage, so like just naturally I'll have an advantage that way. Now, another great thing you want to do, it's really important to ward. Now granted, you guys haven't seen this content yet, but they've removed green wards, but pink wards exist in the game still, and trinkets are there as well. And warding is just so important. Like, you got to do that shit. It gives you so much information. Here I see Diana, and so I like try to leave enough distance that she'll still dive me or still waste her time. And actually, she goes for the dive. If I didn't see her coming though, I would have prepped all of this because the support joins her as well. But thanks to those wards and the vision on both the left and right sides of the map, I can see the two people roaming into the lane, and I'm able to get a kill out of it. And if I had expected the dive, I would have been able to last a little bit longer, you know, or maybe even like avoid death completely. That's how important vision is. Now listen, we gotta talk about something, alright? It's important in League, in a game that can be as frustrating as League. So you're not going to win every game. Sometimes it's just about like taking joy in a part of the game. Like maybe you got better at last hitting, maybe you improved your map awareness, maybe you did some small thing to help you improve, you know? That's what it's all about, incremental improvements. Or maybe, just maybe, you made someone on the enemy team rage. I take so much joy in this, especially with like global ults, like, boom, just like that. Shut down, baby. Kale's like the most fed person on the team. And if they ever swear in chat, get frustrated, make sure you send him a little heart, a little smiley face. That's how it's done. Once again, we're gonna get a little assistance here from Cinches. He flips her right back into the corner of the ultimate. Another one. Yeah. And he starts to get more and more frustrated. It's wonderful. I love doing that stuff to people. I love to see them get really super frustrated, like at my ability to play or at, you know, certain things I do. It's like I find it really hilarious. Like, and this guy's the most fed person on the team, so like I'm the only one killing him practically, and it's And here we go once again. Death to Baron, and he gets really mad. I love doing that shit, like just getting someone so frustrated by things you're doing. Oh, it's so much fun. Like, see, we got creamed in this game, we got straight up destroyed, but like even in the chat afterwards, like still so frustrated at me. Like, this is how it's done, man. This is how I have a good time, even if like we got destroyed. Well, anyway, you might have known the game plan was to, you know, release those, like, you know, clips every week or something like that, and I just didn't get around to it. Why the break? Well, there's this thing. Can you see it? This is why I took the break. All right, it's right there. You can see it, right? It's right on your screen. Let me help you out a little bit. We're gonna just zoom this thing in. There it is. You can see it now, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? All right, one more time. There it is. The subscriber count. Lead subscribers, baby. I'm done. All right, I'm pretty much done making videos. I have lead subscribers. There's no point anymore. Okay, no, for real, it was school, man. School just fucking sucked the life out of me. Like, it was so difficult that semester. Like, oh god, it was the worst. I just didn't have the time to edit video edit, let alone even game. I had to basically just stop gaming. It was awful. Sorry that it took so long to do anything, and this is even that good, but hopefully, you know, hopefully I can turn this shit around, maybe get into a little stuff in the future. I have a lot of content like just stored up. The games I have been able to play, I've gotten like the highlights of all of those games. It's a lot of content. There's also a bunch of stuff in the game to look forward to, like a HUD update. The servers moved to like the middle of the US, so my ping went from like 90 to 30. So I can do some crazy stuff now. And I actually play a little ranked and in the preseason now. Looking forward to next season. So anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry for the long break, and I'll see you next time for my next video in like 5 years. Anyway, I love you all. You all are sexy. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope to not let you down in 2016, baby. And finally, stay frisky.